Welcome to Elevate El Paso. We're down in the Union Plaza in front of the Daniel Burnham design, a very well-known architect designed this building. It was built in 1904 to 1905, and Burnham also designed Union Station in Washington, D.C. From Chicago. But we're going to go inside in just a minute, just observing its beautiful exterior brick facade, but also learn what's inside today, which is an architectural school, an extension of Texas Tech School of Architecture in Lubbock. We have here in El Paso, and we will meet the director. Well, I'm here with Ersela Kripa, who directs the School of Architecture here. Tell us about the building you're in and what you're doing here now and how long you've been here.
Yeah, so we are in a Daniel Burnham designed train station. It's a historic building. Daniel Burnham is known for having designed the plan for Chicago, a very famous Chicago architect at the time. And so we don't know why he was so far south, but he designed this amazing building, and it was built in 1908. And it continues to be a functioning train station. That was its original function, and it continues today. And about 9 years ago, the city realized that there might be an amazing synergy between an architecture school and such an architecturally significant building. And so we coordinated a lease. I think it goes on for 75 years or something like this. And so we have become stewards of this building. We've renovated many places, many parts of it. But we also use it as a didactic tool where we teach our students what it means to design and build long-lasting structures. Our program is a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. It's a Texas Tech. We're a Texas Tech regional site. Our students complete their 2 years at the community college, and then they finish their third and fourth year here, which we're very proud of. That's an articulation agreement or a collaborative with the community college because it helps our students to access education in affordable ways. And then from here, our students go on to receive, many of them, about 60% of them, to study at master's programs at Ivy League schools around the nation. We have students at Harvard, Princeton, Yale. Generally, they receive full scholarships because our students are absolutely hardworking and incredibly talented, and so they're really sought after nationally. We have about 50 students here and 8 faculty. Most of our faculty's work and research is rooted in this context. We're very much interested in climate change, urbanization, desertification, as they manifest themselves here in El Paso, Ciudad Juarez.
That's great. Mm-hmm. And you're getting ready to help host a big group here, right? That hasn't been here in 50 years. They weren't so sure El Paso had any architectural significance?
Right. Yeah, we're very excited. So the Texas Society of Architects, which is an annual meeting of architects all over the state of Texas, collects about 3,000 to 4,000 architects annually. And yeah, as you said, they haven't been here in decades. And our local architecture community has convinced them that we have incredible value. I feel that our architectural context is really important to highlight because it is bicultural, binational, and incredibly cosmopolitan for a size of a city like El Paso. So they're coming at the end of October 28th through the 30th, I believe. You see behind us, we're collecting all of our student work and models. We're getting ready to exhibit their projects, and we will host a tour here in the building. And we will also be presenting our research in the research center here. So
great. I can't wait for all of them to come discover El Paso.
Yeah, absolutely.
I bet many of them have never been here before.
That is my sense, yes. So many questions about travel to El Paso have arisen, but I feel if this happens after 50 or so years of not having been here, I think this will be a gateway to repeats, hopefully.
Good. And had you been to El Paso many times before you took this post?
No, so my partner and I traveled to El Paso to finish research for our book. And we thought we would be stopping by, and we absolutely fell in love. When you drive in from east onto I-10, and the topography is such that you see both cities and you see the lights at night. We thought it was a mirage. We just thought we imagined this context. And so we absolutely fell in love with it and contacted Texas Tech here at the time. This was 7.5 years ago now. And they said, hey, we're happen to be looking for faculty. So we applied and we both were employed here, and we've been here for 7.5 years, and I don't think we plan on moving. So
I love hearing that.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. So you sought us. You sought El Paso. It didn't know you to seek you.
Right.
But just by seeing it, you saw how extraordinary it was.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the key. Many people have never seen it or ever been here. So
Right. Yeah.
once you saw it, what'd you think of the mountains?
The mountains are incredible. I think when people hear El Paso, they imagine, I don't know, I'm not sure what they imagine, but not this. The context, the two mountain ranges, the Franklin Mountains and the Juarez Mountains, and the way that the valley hosts both cities, that we share climate issues, we share urbanism issues. It just seems like an incredible laboratory to think about the future of cities in desertification.
Yeah, Ursula, tell us a little bit about El Paso. Is it as a place of innovation and exploring new ideas and a testing ground for certain concepts?
Yes, absolutely. When we first moved here, we were hearing peripherally that El Paso is such a place, but through the research that's being produced here at the school, we're able to validate that even better. So, for instance, one of our current master's students in historic preservation is essentially creating a thesis around this idea that even at the very early 1900s and late 1800s, El Paso was at the forefront in terms of architecture and construction innovation. The student's Francisco Garcia, and he's looking at, I think it's the Caples building that was built of reinforced concrete very soon after the very first one that was built in Baltimore nationally. And so what that tells us is that El Paso, even a century and more ago, was a testing ground of new ideas and really was a sort of innovation lab, either through Trost designed buildings or even just looking at the engineering and the patents for reinforced concrete. Yeah.
So you're in your place.
Yes, absolutely.
Good. And we're glad you're here.
Yes,
Thank you so much, Ursula.
Thank you.